Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today I have a get ready with me video. I haven't done one in quite some time, and I actually have quite a few products here that are new, either new altogether or new to me that I haven't used yet, that I figure I would do a get ready with me video using all these new products to give first impressions and to let you guys know what I think of these products and just see how these products work overall. I was sent some in PR, I have some from BoxyCharms, I have some that I bought. I just have a mishmash of stuff here that I'm just gonna put on my face. I'm just doing like a basic, kind of like natural eye look today. It is Easter, so later on today I'm going to go to my parents for dinner, and I mean, it's just us, so it's not like I'm doing anything outrageous, so I'm just going to do a, normal look. First things first, let me put these clips in, get my hair on my eyes, and as always, I have a mirror right here, so when I do the makeup, I'll be kind of looking off to the side a little bit just to be able to see. Okay, so the first product we're going to use, I haven't used it just yet. I got it in a BoxyCharm a few months ago. It is the Rare Beauty Illuminating, I think it's like illuminating primer. Yes, illuminating primer. So that's what this is. Going to use this. I really love their packaging. I only have one other product from Rare Beauty. It is a eyebrow pencil, which I actually really like it, and I don't really like many eyebrow products because I'm not good at eyebrow stuff. So here it is definitely an illuminating primer. On my fingers at least. So I can definitely say that it is illuminating. I mean, my face looks super shiny now, and glowy. My skin has just not been great lately. It's like red and kind of uneven texture. I've got some breakouts. I'm not thrilled with it lately. Now for foundation, I don't have any new foundation, but I do have my foundation from The Ordinary. This is their coverage foundation. I absolutely love this stuff. Got it at Ulta for only $7, and I think it works like really good for a $7 foundation. It's probably one of my favorites lately. So I'm just going to do my foundation real quick. I'll probably speed up this part since it's not a new product. There's the foundation. Honestly, I'm not sure if I used too much primer or if I just like didn't let it dry enough, but this looks more dewy than it normally does. And I'm more of like a matte kind of person, not like totally matte, but like more matte than this. I do get that it is an illuminating primer though, so that could also contribute to it, but we'll see if the primer makes the makeup stick all day. I do have high hopes for it. I think that maybe I just put a little too much on. So next for concealer, I have the Merit Beauty Perfecting Complexion Stick. I have been using this for a while. I absolutely love it. It is so easy to use. It's so mess free, and this can double actually as either a foundation or a concealer. I like it as a concealer, but it can definitely double as both, which makes it easy for travel. You're only carrying one product. Their whole basis is like minimalistic beauty, so like this fits right in with that. So just put some here. I do like how easily this stuff blends as well. There's a concealer. I've had something stuck in my right eye all day and I can't get it out, and it's driving me insane. So hopefully that doesn't affect the rest of my makeup. And then next, I just have a pressed powder that I put under my eyes. It's from CoverGirl. It's the Clean Fresh powder. Again, I've been using this for a while, so this isn't new. I promise the new products come after this. Okay, next for eyeshadow, I have this Sour Ya Doin' eyeshadow palette from Beauty Bakery. I got this in the BoxyCharm for April actually, so I just got this. I haven't tried it yet. I don't remember, I actually have the card here. Let me see, was this a new launch? Yes, so this eyeshadow palette is actually a new launch. So this is new all around. So here's the palette here, lots of warm tone colors. I don't want anything too hectic. So I think that I might just do, I think I'm going to try Sangria up here as the base, and then I'll do the shade Sweet on the side here as like the outer corners. So like I said, first we'll use Sangria. This is kind of just like a shimmery, like white sort of. see. Oh, okay, so this is more of like translucent. Like, you know how like translucent stuff kind of turns up sort of purple? Oh, honestly, I don't like that. It's patchy. It could be because I probably should have put like a better base underneath. Okay, so my other eye, I just started with a base with the shade Sour here, and then I'm gonna try Sangria on top. Maybe that'll be a little less patchy. Okay, so I think using Sour as a base underneath of the Sangria shade helped a little bit. Not entirely, but it was a little patchy. I'm not a fan of that. But overall, I mean, it's a nice color. So let's try the shade Sweet on the outside and see if that's any better. I think that the shade Sangria was like very deceptive in the fact that I didn't think it was going to look like purple on my eyelid, which it does, which doesn't really go really nicely with this shade Sweet. The shade Sweet isn't as patchy as Sangria was, but I don't know. It's not very pigmented either. I don't know if I'm a fan of it, to be honest. This isn't really turning out how I hoped, but it's okay. And I think I'm just gonna take some of the shade Sweet for underneath here. Blend it a bit. I don't know, to be honest, I'm not really a fan. I will say, like, I have a highlight palette from Beauty Bakery that I love. It is so good, it's so pigmented. I just don't know if I'm a fan of this palette. Okay, so next for eyeliner, typically I use a Kat Von D tattoo liner or ink liner. I like both of them, but I use them typically. However, I got a eyeliner from Lauren Conrad in a recent BoxyCharm box that I'm going to use today. I was looking at it and it's a very like fine point pen, so I feel like I'm going to like this. So let's hope this turns out better than the eyeshadow. And again, I gotta look off to the side here just to be able to see what I'm doing. So hopefully you can see the camera. If not, I totally apologize. Okay, so aside from some user error, because I kind of like messed up, but it's okay, I fixed it. This was really good. I feel like the fine point on this makes it super easy to do a wing, and I think it is like a very dark pigmented, like a true black eyeliner, which I like a lot. I don't know, is it waterproof? I'm not sure. It just says the eyeliner. In any case, Lauren Conrad, you go girl, because this is good. Next for mascara, I don't have any new mascara, so I'm just going to use the Essence Lash Princess that I have here. This went viral on TikTok and I, had to try it, of course, and since I've tried it, it's like so good and it's only $4.99. I was really shocked, honestly. Okay, so now the mascara is done, I'm going to, be brave and do my eyebrows today, and I'm just going to use the eyebrow stamp and stencil kit that I actually used in my last YouTube video, which I really liked it in that. So I'm going to practice some more, use it again, and let's see if I can make it look better than it did last time. Okay, so I'm going to use this stamp here. This actually has quite an arch, and my eyebrows don't have an arch, so we are going to hope for the best here. This could turn out a total disaster and I'll be real upset because it'll ruin the whole video, but let's try. I also probably should have done this before doing my eyeshadow. I mean, it's not great. It could be worse, but it's not great. I mean, it's too late to go back now, so we're just going to deal with it. And let me do the other side. I think the hardest part about this is like holding the stencil on while stamping. Like, am I just incompetent? So I don't love it. I think it's got too much of an arch and I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Last time I used this stamp, it worked so good. Maybe because I'm like rushing now and I'm trying to do a full face of makeup. I don't really know, but that did not work out as I had hoped. I should probably just like name this video Get Ready With Me Fail. In any case, I will just have to wipe that off when I'm done here. Next, what do we got here? Next, we're gonna do some blush, and I got some PR in the mail from Makeup Revolution the other day, and I got their Super Dewy Liquid Blush. So here it is here. I'm a sucker for liquid blushes lately. I am so preferring them over powder blushes, maybe because I'm just really into this like natural sort of dewy look lately. Not like super dewy, like I'm still a matte girl at heart, but I feel like I like a more kind of like natural dewy look lately. So here is the product here. This is the shade, what shade is this? This is the shade Fortunately Flushed. It's super light, so we're gonna see. See, when I normally do liquid blush, I kind of take my sponge and like put the product on my sponge and put it on my face, but it normally comes in a different like container than this. So let's see here. Maybe I can just squirt it on my face. I'm so afraid of it coming out really fast. Oh my God, I'm afraid. Okay, here we go. This comes out quite hard because it's stuck. Okay, so we'll use that much for now. It's quite hard to get out of the tube, to be honest with you, and just that little bit kind of like push the tube in. Let's see. Oh my, maybe that's why. I think I put way too much on. Oh God, this really is like the biggest fail. I'm gonna need a blending genius for this. So I've got this blending brush from Merit Beauty. I use it for the cream blush that is from Merit, so I'm sure it'll work just as fine for this. Yes, this blends much better. So I feel like this is more of like a highlighter than a blush. I don't really know. I think maybe and I can't believe I'm saying this, I don't think I'm pale enough for this one. I do have two shades that are a little bit darker. Let me try one. I mean, there's really no returning from this now, so might as well. Okay, so I also have the shade Blushing in Love, which I think this one's gonna be a little bit darker. So maybe this one will look a little bit better. I mean, the first one blended quite nicely. I just don't think it's the shade for me. I think I'm not pale enough for it, which you'll never hear me say again, probably. I think this one looks a little bit darker. Let me put not as, oh, okay, so this one comes out a lot smoother too. Maybe that first one just hardened, I don't really know, but this one came out so much smoother, so much easier. Oh, and this is a nice shade too. And a little bit of this definitely goes a long way. I put too much of this on as well. I'm gonna have to cover it up a little bit with foundation. But now we know. A little bit goes a long way, and the first one is kind of just dried out. Okay, so we managed to salvage that. That's good. And overall, this shade actually is quite nice. I think this one might have just been faulty because this is really nice, actually. Okay, so next for highlighter, I don't have any new highlighters, but I do have this Cover FX highlight palette from a BoxyCharm a few months ago. I think I only used it once, so we will just use this. I'm just gonna use this center shade here because it's the lightest. I like this highlighter. This is a pretty good highlighter. Like, it's not too highlighty, glowy, that makes you look sweaty. It's a good like shade. Okay, I think that just leaves us with lips, and I do have a new lip product. It is from Merit Beauty. It is their signature lip. I actually got this in PR yesterday. Here comes my dog. I know he's going to put himself in frame. So anyway, like I was saying, I got this signature lip in PR yesterday. Here is the card that it came with, and it just says Merit Signature Lip, comfortable color, lightweight, buildable satin finish, clean, cruelty-free, and vegan. I didn't know about Merit Beauty until like a month or so ago. They reached out and sent me some products, and now they might be one of my favorites. So this is the shade Baby. So to be honest, because the eyeshadow shades didn't really turn out how I expected, like looking at it now with mascara and eyeliner, it does look a lot better. Still not great, but it turned out more pinky than like the neutral that I was going for. So I don't know if this lip color is going to look good with this eyeshadow situation going on, but we're gonna try it. Here's the packaging, super cool. They have like the coolest packaging, I love it. And here is the shade. I do think this is going to be a little too dark for this, but we'll try it. Huh, maybe not. This is actually a really nice shade. It's very creamy. Like they said, it's buildable, but I'm not gonna put too much on because I don't want it to be too dark. But definitely creamy, and like this is actually really nice. It wasn't patchy. I like it. And then to finish it all off, I've got my Fenty Beauty setting spray, which is on its last leg here. I'm obsessed with this stuff. It is so good, and I love the way it sprays. It's like a nice mist rather than a fire hose, and I always say that when I talk about setting sprays, but this one is just so good. So there's the finished look. I mean, it wasn't a total fail. I feel like we salvaged a bit of it, but overall, of the new products that I tried, let me go through them real quick. There was the Rare Beauty Primer, which I think as I finished my makeup, the kind of dewiness settled down, so I would say this was good. Then we have the Sour You Doing Beauty Bakery palette. It wasn't bad. The way it turned out at the end wasn't too bad, but I feel like it wasn't what I expected. But I do love Beauty Bakery's highlight palette, which I also have. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this palette. Then we have the Super Dewy blushes. This one I think was just a faulty one, so this one worked out really well. I think it was really creamy. It blended really nice. I liked this. And then there was the eyebrow stamp, which wasn't really new considering last week's video. I used it last week. It turned out a lot better than it did this week, but I mean, that can be fixed with practice. And then lastly, the Merit Beauty signature lip, which I think this might be my favorite of the new products that I tried. This was really good. I really like the shade. It's very natural, it's very creamy, and I love it. But in any case, all the products that I used today, I will make sure to link them in the description down below, and that way if you are interested in purchasing any of the products or learning more about them, you'll have those links at your disposal. And as always, as I come across products that I really like, I share them on my Instagram all the time. I got a new Instagram handle, so I will leave that link in the description down below as well. And if you liked today's video, make sure you hit the red button down below, subscribe to my channel, click the bell next to it to be notified whenever I post, and make sure you follow me on social media. Like I said, new link, leave it down below, and I'll have my other social media links down there as well. So until next week, see you guys.